Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Sudhir. Good morning, Varun. MTSL को strong रखो. ब्रेक होते ही 150% 200 का मैपिंग कर लेना. जो भी डाउट्स है प्लीज डू आस्क. गुड मॉर्निंग श्रीकांत. हल्का सा कोल्ड हो गया. लॉट ऑफ ट्रैवलिंग. सो सस्टेन होते ही 150 का मैपिंग करो तुम पहले. ठीक है. हो MTSL फॉलो करो. LG पॉइंट इज नॉट इवन 100 पिप्स. 100 पिप्स के लिए कौन एंट्री लेता है यार. यहाँ पे बैठा है तू. राइट. LG पॉइंट इज जस्ट राइट हियर. लॉन्ग का ट्रेड का MTSL नीचे कर. अगर इस पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन में नेक्स्ट कैंडल इंटैक्ट होके कंटिन्यूटी में आती है ना, CTC पे आ जाना. ठीक है. Shrikant, I got your general. Okay. There are few doubts which is there with me. I'll inform Varsha to message you. Let's check what's the better option that we can work on. ठीक है. Good morning, Arya. Good morning, Patel. So don't go by this, huh? This is to identify the intact marking theory. 100% ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू मैपिंग कौन सा होगा? ये वाला ट्रेवल। गुड मॉर्निंग जोसेफ। सस्टेन होना है तभी मैप आउट करना, नॉट प्रायर टू दैट। ओके। आप लोग बताओ आज स्क्रीनिंग, व्हाट इज 1 hour इंडिकेटिंग? हम्म। Good morning, Nitin. I'm not asking the direction. What is the volume indicating in 1 hour? From an iceberg zone, there is a high volume shift, correct? So, जब high volume shift होता है, what is the first thing that market will do? Come to the nearest point, right? So, in this point of action, market took a rejection from this range of motion. With that, market created a stabilized movement with S2V1 at this point, right? Minimality के साथ and continue. What is the first plan of action that market always creates? The retracement point of view. The retracement point of view के हिसाब से exactly market 15 minutes में क्या कर रहा है? Minimality 150 से rejection दिखा रहा है, correct? So if the market sustains at this point, can the market drop? There is a question mark. Can the market drop? If the candle closes red, it will drop, my guess. Volume spike observed 6:30. No, why no, Faisal? Because wick hasn't been created. Perfect, right? So in this way of looking, the first plan of action will be always daily, right? So what is market indicating in a daily time frame at a daily structure? Market has stabilized the movement and creating a longer substantial allocations towards the bullish side. But keeping in mind, what has market done? Gap up, Helgi candle, gap up and intact point. Intact point तो यहाँ पे cover हो गया, but ये वाला intact point cover नहीं हुआ. Keeping in mind, what does market always try to do? Right? आज भी bullish रहने दो, market problem नहीं है. But एक दिन आएगा ऐसा जहाँ पे selling pressure build होगा. At the current scenario, market में क्या है? Buying pressure. Right? जब तक by mistakenly भी एक candle red में close हुआ with the selling pressure, समझ लो that movement will be as beautiful as compared to direct 200% target allocation of this one. ये जो रेड कैंडल है ना, इसका डायरेक्ट 200 allocation आपको देखने को मिलेगी. क्योंकि बिना इंटैक्ट कंप्लीट किए मार्केट विल नेवर कंटिन्यू द मूवमेंट, राइट? इन द फॉर्मेशन, व्हाट डू यू नोटिस? Continued. One single candle erupted the LG point, created the setup, and followed the movement. The same way, if this formation continues for next 3 days also, I'm okay. But once the selling pressure is created in the daily, right? After that, my next target will be to complete this LG point. Till then, all the trades will be in towards the long side. No trades will be taken under the consideration towards the short. राइट, आईडी में करते जाओ, प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट swing allocations is a directional movement what has been showcased for last 4 days. Just hold the trade with proper MTSs, right? So follow that movement and be in the directions. In 15 minutes, definitely market has created a structure based movements. वो trade slow because अगर 200 pips की movement directional से retrace हो रही है, that's a good number with a proper setup, right? Definitely मैं तो trade punch नहीं किया हूँ, right? But यहाँ पे with a setup, intact has to be even drop, right? With the formational drop, यहाँ पे कोई setup नहीं था, but यहाँ पे one setup two, right? जो कि हमारा allocation सुबह में ही share कर दिए थे, correct? So when you get an opportunity to take an ID accomplished movements, please allocate the trade, not an issue. But just make sure you can't hold it blindly in the direction, because that trade should be exited at the nearest rejection point. If it's demand, demand. If it's minimality, minimality. So that plan of action is always taken under the considerations. Okay? So don't go against it. Do execute the trade. अगर setup बनता है तो, setup नहीं बना तो wait करो. Good morning, Suresh ji. Okay? So this is the basics what it will be following for today's market. Any doubt? Please do shoot. Good morning, Raj. 7:15 candle, M2 advisors. 7:15 candle. How UTC converted. 7:15 candle advisors. 7 o'clock candle. Okay. Why? Because LG point was there. Market went up, came down, gave a drop, completed the movement. Supply was allotted. With the supply allocation, minimality M1 was formed here. On the break, STB1 formation executed. Right? Okay, Nitin. I have no classes today. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I'm good. How are you, man? मूवमेंट होने के बाद मैप करना आसान है, लाइव में करके दिखाओ. ओके जनाब, पहली बार हो, वेलकम. But it takes rejection on 150, sir. Where did it take rejection? There was no rejection over here, no? Right? Direct 200% movement. LG was created. Why this LG was created? Because if you notice at this point of action, Ilwan Dejit, right? That LG got completed and carry forwarded the move towards the short. And you also maintained M1. M1 was in formation, no? So group ಅಲ್ಲಿ message ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ M1 ಇತ್ತಾ? Was there a M1 in group? No, because at that point of time, what was the movement action plan? Followed through में redevelopment, correct? So whenever there is a redevelopmental structure, we follow that rule, no? At this point, what is it indicating, Mithun? M2 formation. With M2 formation, we didn't had on the completion M1 wasn't created, correct? So when M1 was not created over here, so it was taken under the consideration of supply, right? So once the M1 got created, that's when we started marking it as M1 and started to hold the trade, no? With that formulation only, the market gave a movement, which this one only, no? Right? The same formation. 100% M1 got created. That's where, with the intact of S2V1, we took a long. Okay. सर कल का लाइव ट्रेड तो हमारी प्लानिंग का हिसाब से कंप्लीट हुआ नहीं. नो डाउट नहीं हुआ. अगर कल के लाइव में ओपन करोगे ना राज, हमारे पास एक अलोकेशन था फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व का 200%, जो कि ये वाला, राइट? सो मार्केट वहां पे ही सस्टेन हो गया था. प्लान ऑफ एक्शन वन, अगर नोटिस कर रहे हो, व्हाट डू वी सी? एस टू बी वन यहाँ पे फॉर्म हुआ, एस टू बी वन फिर से यहाँ पे फॉर्म हुआ, इंटैक्ट के साथ फॉर्म हुआ, कंटिन्यूटी इन द मूवमेंट, राइट? So henceforth the plan of action was taken under the consideration for that movement. अगर मैपिंग के हिसाब से देखोगे, I'll showcase you because ये सब पोस्ट लाइव में हुआ है, तो अंडरस्टैंडिंग should be there, right? Right, the formation allocation was given at 634. Okay, 634 movement, price was at this range. कहाँ पे? ये कैंडल पे था. If you notice, 4586, right? With 4586, first target movement with S2B1 got completed at 400 pips. Carry forwarded with 1 hour levels. With 1 hour levels, the next movement got into the play, which was taken under the consideration of minimality 200%. A1. That was kept as TP1. Right? So at 644, the TP got hit. After that, what did we do? We kept a movement allocation below the red candle. इसी का नीचे हमने SL लगाया था. Carry forwarded the trade towards 150% of 1 hour supply. With that, 140 pips and 600 pips target was completed. And then the demand We were ready to execute the trade with S2B1. As if you notice, we had clearly said get ready for the move, right? ये 150% का exactly होते ही take home in ID and at 9:45 this candle ये वाला, right? So once this candle got completed, S2B1 के साथ long. So these were the plan of actions which we took into the complications to a lot. Okay, Raj? Sir, please explain how to mark S2B1s. Definitely, Sureshji. क्रिएट तो होने दो, तो सिर्फ लाइव में समझाने में आसान होगा ना. Sir, if you are mapping at this point of action, Nitin, the market has taken rejection from 150%. So this is M1. If we take this candle as consideration, then it's M2. First come, first serve. This is first come, first serve. Right? So with this plan of action, execution comes into the play. हाँ बोलो अगर. Definitely. ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು. ವಿಕ್ 100%, ಸಾರಿ 50% ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಡಿ 50% ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ 50% ಬಿಲೋ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಬಾಡಿ 50% ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌವ್ 50%. मेरा इससे लोड आएगा. किसने बोला तेरे को शॉर्ट करने के लिए? पूरा कायनात लॉन्ग की तरफ है तो एक और मौका आएगा, क्योंकि एलजी कैंडल क्रिएट हुआ. उसके लिए बोला था MTSL नीचे रखो लॉन्ग। वॉल्यूम तेरे को 1 आवर में लॉन्ग की तरफ दिखा है, राइट, और तू शॉर्ट कर रहा है, दिस इज ग्रीड ना। 100 पिप्स को दिमाग से हटाओ, 150 पिप्स प्लस रखो। CTC +30 एक अपॉर्चुनिटी देगी तेरे को, उस अपॉर्चुनिटी में निकल जाना अपना। बट डोंट रिपीट द सेम मिस्टेक। आएगा आएगा, रुको, ये मत आएगा। अगर नेक्स्ट कैंडल में फॉलो थ्रू मिलेगा ना, तब एड ऑन देखेंगे। एक ट्रेड चल रहा है, 230 पिप्स के साथ चल रहा है, गुड, नो हरी। एड ऑन के लिए सेटअप फॉर्म करने दो फिर से। सर 1 hour कैंडल हैज a short wick, then how come long? 15 से शुरू होगा ना, उसमें बता दो वो ग्रुप क्लास। Stream will be there for next 15 minutes. Whatever doubts you guys are having, please do ask. सुरेश सर का एक डाउट है, तो क्लियर करूंगा। सुरेश जी, वीडियो भेज दूंगा, ओके। सर निफ्टी, निफ्टी क्या करोगे यार आज? सुर्खियों में वादे वादों में सुर्खियों। यहाँ तक तो हमने मैपिंग कर ली थी ना। कहाँ गया मैपिंग? या परफेक्ट। राइट, एग्जैक्ट 150 से रिजेक्शन लेने के बाद फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व वाला लोकेशन कहाँ से लोगे? Anyone knows the recipe of kada? Anyone knows any drink by drinking that cold एक shot में गायब हो जाए? Break and continue 200%, break and continue, no mapping for surplus. First come first serve mapping नहीं है यहाँ पे हमारे पास. So what will be the plan of action that we'll be looking here? We'll be mapping 1 hour. 1 hour circumstantial movement के साथ allocation remains the same. Break and continue. First come first serve mapping gets mapped with the same. This, everything matches. So our second serving will be taken under the consideration of this. 100% break and continue. 150% rejection. Right. So what is the next thing that we'll be looking here for? First come first serve demand. Demand mapping. 1. Break and continue. 2. Sustained allocation. Mapping 1, mapping 2, mapping 3 all remains the same. Second serving will be taken under the consideration of this point, which will be revamped with 150. Break and continue. 1, 2. This is the point of interest where market could come. Complete the LG point and continue the movement. Simultaneously, there are few movements allocations which has been taken under the consideration for restructure plan. Restructure plan is followed with an intact, but on the break of 150 only, not prior to that. Okay. So let the structure get inbuilt. With the structure inbuilt, let the market create a setup formation. With the setup formation only, trade-off execution will be taken under the consideration, not prior to that. जिंजर टी एक शॉट में तो नहीं होगा सर. एटलीस्ट 3 दिन तो लगता है ठीक होने में. Okay, this is Nifty. Sir, I have seen you compounding 20 to 600 in a day. How do you do this? Could love to know the mindset and play behind it. Good morning, Bhavani Shankar. Welcome to the stream. Ginger, lavang, kali mirch, tulsi, sardi khatam. Done and dusted. Thank you so much. No, I have something better than this. 45 से 1 घंटे में ठीक कर देगा. ओल्ड monk raw shot 30 ml. But thank you so much. अभिषेक, ये भवानी शंकर का मैसेज जो है ना, वो बोल के बनवा दो एक. Sir, I have seen you compounding $20 to 600 in a day. By your $20 to 600. Huh, that was last year, no? How do you do this? Would love to know the mindset and play behind it. Very simple. $200 में risk allocation बड़ा रहता है. $20 में first three trades will be high risk trades. High risk trades मतलब deployment will be taken under the consideration of 0.05 lot size, wherein considering executions will be taken only at the setup point. No opposite direction trades, no running candle execution, setup बनने पे ही trade execute होगा, and every intact will add on the position till the targets are not hit, right? So only one thing at this point, what you should be looking at is $20 is not a very big amount, correct? So you have to look for a position where you think that you have already spent that 2000 rupees. When your mind is not having that mindset of, okay, I have deployed $20, which is already utilized in eating food or purchasing something, purchasing a book or on travel. So now, whatever happens, let it be profit, let it be loss. My mindset should not get changed. Why? Because you have already removed it from your mind. So, if you want to compound a small account rates, right? First three, four trades will be always on the risk. If you are looking for compounding in a structure where you are looking to build that account for a business purpose, yes. If you are looking for like, okay, chalo yaar, I am already earning so much. Let me compound it slow and steadily. Then 0.01 lot से 100 pips का 3 महीने का trade. So you will know the compounding power by the third month if you are already earning. Okay, Nitesh. Rules is simple. $20 में 0.1, उसमें से लॉस तुम लोगे सिर्फ $3. So you'll be having 6 trades execution in a $20 account. High risk trade on compounding structure जो मैं follow करता हूँ मत करो because you guys are not experienced for that. So be in a setup where it creates a rhythmic plan of not disturbing your mindset and be in the trade till the targets are hit with a smaller lot size, right? When smaller lot size gets into the play, the diversification of portfolio will take a longer time to grow, but yes, it will start growing. Till the 3 months, you will not see the results, but on the fourth month, you will see a huge change because the compounding which has been gone till the fourth month is where you get the growth on the higher side. So henceforth, कोई एक कर रहा है करके उस चीज को कॉपी करने जाओगे तो डेफिनेटली आप अकाउंट उड़ा दोगे, राइट? आई एम नॉट सेइंग डोंट डू इट, गेट द एक्सपीरियंस एंड डू इट, but to gain that experience you have to know which exact point market will take the rejection, right? Once you start understanding that complexity of the market, that's where you will get a analysis to execute in the direction, right? So once that formation you have learned, then no one can stop you here. लाइफ टाइम एक ही सेटअप काफी है। अगर चेंज होता है तो डेफिनेटली बता दूंगा, क्योंकि current survey, as per the research, 93% of the entire retailers follows on indicators, algo bots. 3% follows EMA. 1% follow trendline support resistance. But top 1 to 0.5 is allotted with the same what you are looking at. So it's more systematic because we are having the mathematical calculations in the directions as well, henceforth. Okay. So ये किसी को भी सीखना है ना, जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जांपल, जो बंदा ईएमए कर रहा है, इंडिकेटर कर रहा है, अगर वो इसे सीखना है ना, फर्स्ट उसको माइंडसेट को हटाना पड़ेगा। वो माइंडसेट हटाने के लिए उसको लगेगा 2-3 साल। 2-3 साल में हम कुछ नए कर रहे होंगे, वो इसमें आएंगे, राइट? सो ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर, be the first before the rest gets into the same tactics. Okay. Any other doubts, guys? Half teaspoon of black pepper powder, quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. पटेल गूगल अच्छा यूज करते हो तुम, हाँ? 1 teaspoon of honey. Teeth by this sir. Old monk is very good. जब खाना बनाना सीख रहा था, चाय बनाना सीख लेना चाहिए। I'm a dog. Ah, great. So when are the group classes starting? 15th. Yes, sir. Really, sir. 8:45. Very simple. First come, first serve. What candle you are having, that will be the market, no? So 8:45 mapping is not taken under the consideration because your first come first serve mapping is here, which has been playing a role of minimality. So 150% is taken under the consideration. So if you are taking about this demand, first come first serve from this top to this wick, 100%. Oh, 150% ಏನ್ mapping ಆಗಿದೆ, ವರುಣಿಗೆ mapping ಇದೆ, not for everyone. Right? Everyone wait for the setup to form. With the setup, executions will be looked for a trade. Okay. So that is exactly taking rejection from 100. Okay. This was just to map and showcase Varun. Rewind करके देख लेना. Speak to the team and telling them Raj. Because everyone has paid that 70. So if I give you the discount, it will not be good for them also. So, but check with the team if the slots are available. Stream will be there for next 5 minutes. Any doubts, please do shoot. Sir, India the Litira. No, no. Okay, sir. Can we add it in the group also? Okay, yes, you will get added. Can we pay in USD through our Exness account? Your Exness account will get freeze. Be careful. Exness crypto wallet is used only for your wallet transactions. You can't transfer it to others. Okay, Raj. So be careful with that. because that was the first mistake which I did it 2 years back. So I paid for one of the cars through Exness account. The next moment they blocked my crypto transactions. So then after multiple usages and mails, they retrieved it. You can only withdraw it from Pyal to Pyal, right? So from your crypto wallet, it can go to any centralized or decentralized crypto exchanges which is registered under your name only. पेमेंट हुआ था उस कार का? नहीं, फ्रीज कर दिया तो पेमेंट टास्क हो गया. Then got that car through Flipkart. So that was the last and final mistake what I did in Exness. सर आपने आगे का नहीं पढ़ाया. भाई ठीक तो होने दे, मेरे को पढ़ाऊंगा. आज मैं स्क्रीनिंग भी पूरा नहीं किया, right? I'm just clearing doubts of people, that's it. Members का. How did you know market will come back to Varun CTC? That's the nature of the chart. किसी को भी कोई doubts with regards to this? Back in business. So all the new members, whichever strategy, whichever concept, whichever formulations you guys are following, just make sure back tested for Exness to Exness तो कर सकते हैं ना. मैं क्या हुआ उसे? स्टार्टिंग में मेरे पास USD नहीं था तो मैंने. Okay, you are saying account to account transfer. Yes, you can do that. Not an issue. Connect with the team, they will help you out. ठीक है? So whichever formulations, whichever strategy, whichever concepts you guys are following, just make sure you back tested for 6 months, forward tested for 6 months, 1 month of live analysis followed with a right setup with the right knowledge. Learn before you earn. Don't give the money to anyone to manage them nor follow the tips. Right? Compound your structures with following a proper risk to reward. Remove fear, greed, and FOMO from the markets. Execute the trades with a risk appetite which you will not be worried about. Right? One good trade is a trade taken by you mindset, your analysis, your setup. Your wins will make you win. Your losses will make you learn. So learn before you earn. This is Nitesh signing off. Do the you stream it. तब तक के लिए take care. Bye bye.